Hey, hi, hello. My plan this summer is to basically become more consistent, have better videos and stuff, and everything of that nature. And that starts right here with this video. Because you know what we're doing? We're taking this ugly room. No offense to me, because my stuff is actually it's cute, but it's not being used to its good potential right now. And the setup is bad for my brain and whatever would have you. But we're taking this and we're turning it into something better, vibier, hopefully cooler. This is me before anything ever happens, so I actually don't know if it'll actually turn out well, but I want it to. I have really high hopes. So here's the plan. Take down the posters I already have on my wall. We're going to rearrange my room because this feels a little compact, don't you think? Changing these curtains because what is this? And then we're going to put up select few posters back on the wall, and we're going to put up my mirror that I have yet to put up. We're going to whimsically arrange some fairy lights on my wall some kind of way. My leftover posters are going to be used to transform my closet into a cutesy, whimsical little area for myself as well. Plus, potentially rearranging the actual clothes in there so that it's aesthetically pleasing. Because, yeah. That was my mental plan. Hopefully, this whole process will not require a lot of paying for things. I wanted to simply just give myself a different vibe with the things I already have. The max amount of things I'd probably buy are curtains, and then maybe not a guitar hook so that I can hang my guitar on my wall, because I kind of want to hang my guitar on my wall. And yeah, so that's the plan. But anyway, get into it. Let's get into the video. I apologize for how backlit this is, but we're getting into the thick of it. Order of operations in the beginning of this room transformation. First, my mom's helping me also. We're going to take this TV and this TV stand out of my room. We're going to take my vanity out of my room. And then we're going to take down my long stands. That's one, and then the other one is right there. That way we can shift my bed and move my bed, and my mom can measure my curtains. After that, we're going to put these shelves back up. One's gonna go on that side, framing the window, and then another one is going to go on this side, framing the window. So step one is rearranging, because that's the hardest part. Okay, hello. We took down one, but we came to a predicament. So you see those? Those are like hooks, anchors, whatever, in the wall. And my mom was like,
you gotta get something to cover that up when you redecorate.
So we came up with this idea. We might do clouds around my fairy lights and might swirl it still, because I still want like swirls on my wall, but I might just put some fluff around it so then it's like clouds, and then I can cover up those because there's probably some for this too, and those are eyesores. That's our only predicament, but that'll be fixed later down the line with wall decor. Hey, welcome back. Yes, I look very different. I got my hair dyed today and straightened, obviously. So I'm working on my room, okay? I'm doing my room because, you know, I have these two shelves that really need stuff on them. Baby, I'm putting my books up. I hate how they look. I absolutely hate how they look. My books are pretty. I don't know, it's the setup. Now, I might be blinded because my curtains are blue and so everything just feels kitty in my room, but I don't know. I'm hating my books up, and I don't have enough cool shoes to put up instead, because I used to, back in the day, I had a bunch of Jordans and I put my Jordans up on there, okay? But I don't have enough Jordans anymore because I didn't wear a lot of them, and so I kept the ones that I wore the most and I gave the other ones away to like my friends and my family. I don't want to put my heels up because one, I don't have enough
Two, I don't think that it matches the aesthetic of my room. It would be better if I had Jordans to put up, actually. But I only have 3 high tops, because they were all high top Jordans that I had up last time. But I only have 3 high tops, and I have some dunks, and those just aren't gonna cut it visually, because I would need all of them to be like the same style, that is. Or if there's alternate style, I need to have multiples of the alternate style so that I could evenly like spread it out. But I just don't have that. Plus, I was banking on the fact that I would like my books up so that I could free up this little cart and put items in it aesthetically and cutesily, so that then I could free up that area. Because look at that. That's just out of this world, diabolical, like unusable. Also, I did my nails, so that's why I'm my bad. So I just don't know what to do, and I'm irritated as fuck, and I don't know what to do. Like, what do I put up? Do I have to suck it up and put my books up there because I need the space to put items in there? Or do I not do that? Do I put my books back where they were in that stand, and I put my shoes up and get over myself, and then I get to free up space in my closet to put my heels up? Or I put my heels up and just hate it, because I would just hate that. Like, that would be me sucking it up to the most high, because I would just hate it. I'm thinking about just going ahead and putting my shoes up, putting my 3 pairs of high tops and my dunks in the top 4, because the top 4 is the most visible part anyways. Okay, the bottom is all miscellaneous, and I'm leaving literally one of them free simply so I could use it as a nightstand. I genuinely only have to worry about the top 4 and then this side one on this side, because this is the most visible one. Well, that one, I guess technically that one's visible from the door, but I don't know, I'm just not as worried about it. I don't know, and I'm stressing myself out, and I hate this, so I don't know what to do anymore. Also, this wall back here behind me, I was considering, because my mom gave me the idea, actually. I was considering collaging this wall with some of my posters that couldn't fit in the top of there, because we're collaging the top of this once I'm able to get all the shit off of it. And then some small posters I wanted to put around there and put stuff in there. Because I think most of this that's going to get collaged, I feel like that's just going to end up being like photos and maybe like stickers that I like that I haven't like stuck up anywhere, and like the Egypt stuff. And then I was thinking like I could put like, y'all don't know what these look like, so I'm just listing stuff, but I could put my quiet place poster over here, and maybe a few photos and stuff too if I have some larger ones that can't fit. And then I could put like, I don't know, just like a few things. It's enough to like fill the bottom so that if I ever wanted to record over here, I could record over here on the floor, because I love my floor time. And I could record over here on the floor, and I could have a nice background. And then also, because this is like my vanity, if I recorded here, I'm going to set up my lights over here and potentially put like clouds and stuff around them or on them, so then they look like colorful clouds. Then like I'll have a cool backdrop for that too. And I kind of still want to collage the inside of my closet doors, but like I don't even know anymore. And I'm actually just like so distraught. I don't know what to do with my books or my shelves, my big ass shelves that I've had for like 4 years. I don't know what to do with them. I don't know. I'm overly irritated about it too, because they're so cute. But I have absolutely nothing cute to actually put up there. So, also I was thinking, if I put my shoes up there, right? So imagine, shoes are up there, okay? Imagining it. Then I get to empty up space over here. I could potentially put some of my books over here in my closet, right? And then I can still have space on here for my cute books, and then I could have items over there in the bin aesthetically and stuff. So then I also free up space. So low-key, I think I'm gonna suck it up and I'm gonna put my shoes up there simply for spatial reasons, because it'll free up more space. So actually, I'm irritated, but I've decided. So I guess disregard. Oh, I just scratched my eyes so hard. I'm surprised my lash didn't come off. Okay, update. So I was actually just being hyperbolic, and it actually doesn't look that bad with my shoes up. And so I put my shoes up there. I was able to put all of my non-aesthetic books in here. in my closet, everything is all right. I'm dropping things, but everything's all right. I was able to put my non-aesthetic books in my closet, and then I was able to put my aesthetic books at the bottom of that, and then I put some things at the top of this little card. Here's what I put at the top of it. I think it's pretty cute. I put my cactuses up here, I put my sunglasses up here, my Lego flowers, my Kansas City Arrowhead Stadium like banner Lego thing, all of my crowns that I have, and then all of my candles. I stored them under here. And this is my sunset lamp. That setup is pretty cute. I don't like candles that often, which is why I was willing to put it underneath so many things. But I do have one more candle, and it's in my bathroom, and I think I'm gonna leave it in my bathroom because I don't think I need it in my room. Okay, so that means that this is a little clearer than it was before. Yo. And I also have to go through this drawer though and like throw stuff away and just like fix it because it's like caving in, because at one point I had too much stuff in it, and so it's like caving in the back. I need to like go through take everything out of it first, and then I need to re-put in the bottom, and then I can put my stuff back in it, but that will take a minute, and I'm not gonna be able to do that tonight because I don't feel like doing it tonight. I'm happy enough that I was able to figure out my shelving situation, and that is good enough for me. I think that's pretty much it for today. Like, I think that's like pretty okay spot to be in. Hi, so ignore this extra sound. It's my fan. It's hot. It's the summer and it's hot. But basically, what if I told you that everything that I've done so far in this video is null and void? Give me 1 second. Sorry about that. My food had just pulled up and I have my curtain open so I could see through the window. And so this is me coming back after 30 minutes of having just watched TV and ate food. But disregard that. So what if I told you that everything that happened in this video is null and void? Obviously my background right now is a spoiler because you can see what this wall looks like. But basically my original like room transformation ideas were more along the lines of this photo. But like as time went on and I was looking at my room, I just kept looking at it and thinking like, this just doesn't feel right. Like this just doesn't feel like me, and it doesn't feel like a room I'd want to like live in and be in. And so I was like, I still need to change things. I still need to change things. I still want to change things. And it took all summer. My first clip was in May. Maybe it's July like 20, I think 5th. So it took all summer. I got curtains, and funny enough, when we measured them,
you know, kids these days don't know how to use measuring tools, and that's sad. Did they ever make y'all do that in math class with like a little ruler? You ever?
we know how to use rulers.
That's what a measuring tape is.
So why are you asking me to do this then?
If you,
Because you used to work at a construction company.
what am I measuring for? Curtains?
Yeah, curtains.
So you want inside or outside like these are? Like, are you keeping this
I'm keeping the bar.
bar?
I wanted it to come to the windowsill.
Oh, you want it to stop inside the windowsill?
Yeah,
Okay.
the inside and the outside one.
The inside and the outside one.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, I'm used to being the person that had to put stuff together. Here we go.
Hashtag you were single when I was growing up.
No, even growing up, heck. My grandmother used to be like,
Put this together. How about this table? How you hook this VCR up?
66 and a half.
66 and a half?
Yeah, inches.
You know what that's really close to?
What? Oh, I hate you. I hate you.
Wow, that was so funny actually, because I didn't plan that. I hadn't pre-measured them. They came out as 6'7". That was really funny. I got my curtains. My second ones, my black ones actually came in today, and so I actually put my curtains up today. They finally came in. And so we're gonna put these up. And I like that my room still gets really dark, and it still gets pretty dark with them on, but it also isn't like fully blackout, so I will probably not sleep as late, because with my blackout curtains, bro, I could sleep forever. My inner curtains are purple, and it was actually hard to search for curtains. I don't have a lot of footage of it, but I have a little bit. Wait, cause scroll back to whatever that was.
Which part?
Those stupid curtains. I don't know what that was. I guess room darkening. Sorry. Me one, I don't know. Me one, I never know. What is that?
This?
Genuinely. No, like who's buying those?
Somebody who wants panels that look like a rainforest. The question is, who's buying this?
That's what I was also talking about. I'm talking about all three.
Oh.
I wasn't talking about just one.
I mean, you know, the move is what's really wild. But considering that my sister had a cowhide, a real cowhide, just on her wall, like as art, I'm not surprised. These curtains are ugly.
Yeah.
And I just want to know, there we go, solid colors. That's what.
2. Thanks so much. How appreciative. Oh my gosh. But my inner curtains are purple. I wanted them to be sheer so that like there could be a little purple like casted into the room. It's not casting that much, but it puts like a slight halo around my like window a little bit, which is nice. And I definitely ended up basically minimizing what's on my walls. There's a lot less on my walls in general. And bro, this mirror situation, I put it up and then I was like, oh, I think I want to like surround it in like stickers and like little photos and like the photo cards I have of stray kids and like stuff like that. Because I was like, oh, I think that'd be really cute. And then for the amount of minimalism I have, like this is where my maximalist like love takes over. And then I took all of it down. I looked at it and I was like, this looks cool. And I was like, is it cool? And then I kept looking at it and I was like, this shit needs to go. This shit needs to actually get out. And I took all of it down. Not all of it, obviously. I took most of it down and then only my favorites were kept up. And I swear to you that my little circle mirror, it's over here, right there. My little circle mirror, bro, I've put that up and taken that down like 3 times thinking that I would want something different there. No, baby, it's gonna stay there. And originally I was like, oh, I don't like the idea of having 2 mirrors in my room that are like that close together because I got this full body mirror and then I have that circle mirror. They just felt too close. I've had a lot of different like ideas on how to orient my room and where to put things. Tiana has moved so freaking much. And there was one point in the process where I had moved everything and then I had put everything back to its original location and was like, did I do all of this just to want everything back where it was? And then I was like, no, I didn't, because I don't like this. And I had switched it up and I had put more focus on putting stuff around my mirror at some point. And I was like just moving around my canvases and stuff. I was like, what am I supposed to do? And I really liked how it looked with heavy focus with the canvases around my mirror, but I didn't like the space between my Tiana poster and my Crazy Sexy Cool canvas when it was like lower down. I was like, this feels weird. And then I looked in my circle mirror and I was like, now there's no cool things like that are framing my window to make my window area look cool. So I was like, ah, damn. So I put my canvases back on the walls next to my windows, and then I moved Tiana over a little bit so she's not in her original spot. She's like barely slightly over. And I would like to formally apologize to my mother because there are probably so many holes in these walls. I'm so sorry. Also, in this final product, I do not have my shelves, okay? I'm actually trying to sell them on Facebook Marketplace, but I don't click into Facebook enough to actually check my notifications, so I truly need to lock in that regard so I can actually sell them. But yeah, I did take my shelves all the way down, so they're not in my room at all. And that actually freed up space for me though when it comes to arranging my room. So now I feel like I have more space. I actually don't know if I'll do this or not, so it's not in this video, but I was considering collaging my vanity and shoving stuff under it, but I also, my vanity is just always so cluttered that I don't care if it looks cute underneath it, because you never gonna see the bottom of it anyway. And there was a moment where I was actually considering getting rid of my vanity itself, and then I was like, no, but then I was like, yeah, I should again. And then my mom was like, no, don't do it. And I was like, oh, okay. And I did get rid of it. And I'm actually glad, because I feel like I do need like just a desk area to do my makeup whenever I'm home. But I am liking my room more now. I do have one just fully blank wall though. And so yeah. And so that's something in and of itself. But like it's okay, because usually if I'm in my room, I'm sitting in my bed. Meaning that wall is not being looked at. Or even me sitting right here, I'm angling myself this way and I can see my curtain and canvas is framing my window situation. So it doesn't bother me that much that wall is that blank, but it's weird because like old me would have been like,
No wall, no piece of wall left behind.
and I would have slathered that shit in posters and photos and stickers and whatever what have you. So it is weird that I'm comfortable with having a blank wall. But that's also good though, because if I ever like had the craving to use my projector at home when I'm home, then I have a blank wall for that. But I'm usually just gonna go downstairs and watch stuff on the TV. But in general, if I ever had like an inkling of wanting to do that, at least I have a blank wall. Oh, also I have a rug. I didn't say that, but I got a rug and it's cute. And now I feel like I have one of those like aesthetic like TikToker get dressed with me like little corners, because I got the full body mirror and then I got the round whimsical rug to go with it. And so if I did a cool camera setup, I could have the perfect like get dressed with me angle if I chose to record those while I was at home. And everything that's up, none of these are getting taken down for me to take with me to college. I want to make sure that my room feels like my room when I come home, because I always felt out of place in my room when I came home last year. And so I would look around and I'd be like, this don't feel right. This don't feel right. And so now it will feel right, and it is something that adult me did. And so I'll feel a little bit grown up and a little cooler and everything in it. So that's exciting. And my little like stand thing. Back there. There we go. That was with me at college last year, but I'm actually probably just gonna leave that here and keep my books in it, because I don't need all those books at college. So yeah, in general, this actually has nothing to do with this video. This is a different room that I actually have not seen yet. But in my room at school, and just in general with all of the stuff I'm taking, I want to be like a minimalist. I want to take what I know I'll need, and then I want the decor stuff that I put up to be a situation where it's not, I don't have to take a lot, so it's not taking up a lot of space like in the cars or anything, but it still adds the proper amount of whimsy that a Zoe Turner room needs, you know? Because a Zoe Turner room has a certain amount of whimsy. It don't matter where I'm at. A Zoe Turner room has to have a certain amount of whimsy. And this room had the old whimsy, and I had to update it. Really be new on the download, okay? We had to upgrade that storage and shit. Now I'm cool with it. I do have to throw some stuff away. Also, I made a lot of stuff. Well, I painted a lot of stuff. I painted 3 canvases and 1 piece of cardboard. And there was one thing that I was going to paint that you've actually seen in a previous video that I was trying to paint to make it look all cool to put in my room. And that shit was buns. And I did not hang that up. And actually, I painted this piece of cardboard. I painted this piece of cardboard to look like a fake vinyl, and I was going to put that up, but I'm actually not going to put that up anymore, because I don't think that it actually goes with the vibe of the room that I ended up having in the end. So I actually didn't put that up at all. But the TikTok is still out there of me making it. So, yeah. I didn't put me actually painting and all of that stuff in this video, even though, like, room makeover, like, you should show all the steps and the decor, whatever. Baby, let me batch create for other places, please. Thank you. So those are TikToks, meaning that you can go to my TikTok and you can follow and you can see my artsy process for those things. We'll be on part 2 of my little mini series on TikTok of me painting my room decor. So we'll be on part 2 when this comes out. So you can go to the TikTok and you can at least see how I made 2 things. Now that my room feels like my room, y'all know what's next. It's time to make that fuck ass closet feel like my fuck ass closet. So, closet clean out coming soon.